Hey everyone, I'm Trace Dominguez with Signal by Sony, and we're here with another gadget teardown. We've got the X900C Ultra Slim 4K TV, so we're going to take a look under the hood and see how the engineers fit all that TV technology into such a slim and beautiful design. This is going to be awesome. The first step is removing the rear cover. This is done by removing many screws, then taking out the power cable, and lastly removing the casing held together with a single screw. By using two latches located on each side, the cover is officially unlocked and lifted up. Taking a peek inside, we have what Sony calls the G1D power board. The G1A power board, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and IR center board modules panel boards are located underneath. The main processing board and the analog input button is also underneath. You can see these boards have heat sinks, aka heat shields, across many of the components. From here, you can also see the two downward pointing speakers. To make it slim, the capacitors are placed in a way so they can accommodate the low profile. Starting with the G1D power board, this is removed by unlatching a few of the connectors and unscrewing approximately 8 screws. Taking a closer look at that board, the power board takes the A input from the inlet and converts it to DC power, 120 volt, 50 Hz to be precise. Underneath the heat shields are transistors and diodes. Next is removing the supporting power source by removing 4 screws and unlatching a few connectors, and then we're on to the main processing board. This is removed by unlatching the input cover, some connectors, and FCC flat cables, and removing 7 screws. In looking at the board closely, we can see the chipset for the HDMI equalizer. This allows for high bit rates, 4K content, and HDR content to be passed through its components and be processed. And there's Sony's 4K X1 processor. This chip enhances contrast, color, and clarity to the highest possible level. Intelligent upscaling and noise reduction help with improving clarity, colors are individually enhanced, and the dynamic range of contrast is optimized frame by frame. And over here is the chipset which helps process some of the analog inputs. Jumping to the speakers, let's remove the down-facing speakers and subwoofers. These are each held by 1 screw and 1 connector. This is going to allow us to get a closer look at the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth board. After detaching the antenna cable, the cable to the Wi-Fi board is removed. This connects the IR sensor so you can control the TV. To remove the panel, the main harness and the Wi-Fi antenna first need to be disconnected, followed by FCC cables and power cables. This exposes what is called the T-Con board, which operates the panel itself. It's held together with 6 screws, flat cables, and a few latches. The last board is the frame rate conversion board. To get to the panel itself, you have to remove the driver board along with a metal plate used to hold down the board. And now we can see the panel glass and reflective sheets. And there you have it, one incredibly slim TV, smart engineers, and one very brave engineer who is willing to take apart a TV that everyone wants their hands on.